We have Palm Beach, Florida's own. One of the nicest in the game, up and coming for sure. He's really put the industry on notice, in my opinion, just by looking at all the videos. Lightning, Real Raw Baby, the new project, which goes crazy. I was blown away just hearing about that. But T-Moe44 joins me here on the show, Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Light 65, iHeartRadio. T-Moe44, how's it going? How's your holiday? Happy Memorial Day to everyone out there, all the soldiers that give their lives and the duty to serve the country and all that. You know, salute to everyone out there. But how's your Memorial Day, man? How's your day going?
Hey, it's been smooth, brother. You know, we got a little rain down here, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I hate the rain. They always, anytime you go out in the rain, you get drenched unless you got some kind of rain gear.
Yeah, we still gonna enjoy it though. You know how we do down here.
Exactly. Well, I wish I did because I only know the tri-state area. Up here, it's cold and bitter, except for the summer. I got to get down to Florida. It's on my bucket list eventually.
Yeah, you got to, bro.
Yeah.
It's raining down here. You see people bringing the boats out, and
but how's everything going in your life, man? Because you just dropped a new project, Real Raw Baby, which was just insane. Triple Threat. You dropped the visual to that recently. I was blown away, like I said earlier when I heard it, because usually a lot of these new artists, a lot of things sound the same. You come with that voice for sure. That you got a rare voice, distinct in this game.
yeah, but I'm happy about the tape. And actually, it's with the project being put together. You know, it's one of my more personal ones because it's actually I decided, I guess I say to be less subliminal. You know, I'm actually giving you like what I actually see, I'm not being super direct, but I'm being a lot more, I'm not coding as much, just so you could really feel me and I know you see, when you take a listen to it, you're gonna see that this shit is really real. It's not, you know what I mean? But I'm also add to that and seeing the things that I done seen and becoming the person that I am, you also learn that respect must be given and then respect to be God.
And that's what you get here with this project, man. Like I said, unbelievable. One of the top projects that I heard this year come out, and I just literally heard about it last week because All Nice put me on you. So I made sure to go do my research and all your history, go tune into all your work, and like I said, it's a top one. You put the industry on notice. Do you notice the fruits of your labor finally? Do you start to notice things now are starting to open up for you?
Yeah, I'm seeing it, and for me at least, at what I would call fast. I don't know what it's like at the top. Obviously, I ain't there. You know what I mean? But for me, where I'm at, it's starting to just
Pick up.
yeah, and it's also kind of I would say a shock for me because I'm like, okay, I've been working hard. I'm like, okay, now it's time to work harder. And it makes me know that every time I get a little bit closer to whatever it is I'm going towards, it's gonna get a little bit harder. But guess what? I know I'm gonna be ready for it.
You're ready for it. I can tell already. It's going to be the takeover this year. If people are really tuning in here, it's the takeover. They're not. You came a long way from your Windows computer, at the age of 10, on that little microphone.
What? Oh, you've been watching. Yeah, you've been watching, huh? Yeah, okay. Nah, we ain't know nothing about sound design and none of that at the time.
But some of these influences going back to your early days, Soldier Slim and Boosie.
Yeah, it's crazy because I listen to a lot of Boosie. I listen to a lot of Soulja Slim coming out. I listen to a lot of Jeezy coming out. And don't get it twisted. I also listen to like a lot of Sam Cooke, a lot of Marvin Gaye. I bounce all over the place. I kind of feel like that's why a lot of my music, like I range so much. You know what I mean? Like one time you hear me, I'm all the way down here, almost like Barry White type shit. And I'm all the way up here, you know what I mean? But somebody told me once that your voice is the greatest instrument on the track.
That's a fact. You can tell just by listening to your music that that's a clear indicator right there. And even people that have been in the studio with you said that you'd be a good match with Rod Wave. Are we close to you getting that Rod Wave feature?
I actually had some people reach out, but I heard that he's in a position right now where he's just doing a solo thing, you know, which is much respect. Because you know, when you, especially where he is, you know, I plan on, you know, but where he is right now, you in a place where even where I'm at, I'm in a place where I gotta protect my personal energy, you know. So just letting people in, and it ain't even about the money. You know, at the end of the day, I'm a creative. I'll go to the studio, drop 4 records. Everybody be like, "Oh, bro, this shit hard, bro." Blah, 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 blah. But then you'll hear me be like, "Yeah, bro, that shit hard, but I'll make another one." You know what I mean? And that's kind of the mindset I keep, because it's the truth, by the way. Like I feel like somewhere along the lines you're gonna ask me a question about how this is therapy for me, and you know how like this keeps me mentally sane. I feel like that's coming.
No, but I know already that this is why you started it, because your mom was the one that told you to go to therapy, and this became a therapeutic process for you to express yourself, because you always preach about it that they don't teach you how to express yourself. They only tell you how to be physical, because you used to be a football player, and going back to your early days, that's how the number 4 resonates with you, because
Yeah,
that was always your number.
yeah, it kind of just, it's like all things in life. It kind of just happened on its own, you know. And I feel like the greatest thing that I can come to realize myself is that I have no control over anything. The only thing that I can control is my level of production. So the things that become associated with me as God's plan. Now the only thing I can do is do something with it. You know, and I'm gonna make sure anything associated with me is associated with a high level of performance, a high level of love, you know.
You mentioned the word love right there. You lead with love and lead with your heart. Everyone gets burned in this industry by, even if you're outside the industry, you're burned by friends. If you have any sort of success, if you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is that you do, you're going to get burned. Why do you continue to lead with love despite being burned in this industry?
At the end of the day, bro, you can never let nobody change you. And for a long period in my life, I I did. I put this huge wall up. I was all about, nah, you ain't gonna da da da. I'm everything. I'm eating it like this. You know what I mean? There's no way you getting in here. Um, but then I realized like what I was doing to people around me, or not what I was doing to people around me. I'm sorry. I realized what I was attracting.
Negative energy, and you couldn't have that anymore, so you cut them out.
Well, not that's so that came later. But once I realized what I was attracting, I realized who I become.
Mm.
And I also realized this person that was there at the time in front of people, that wasn't the true me. I don't want to be tough. Don't get me wrong. I'll do it. But that's not what we intended for. That's not what we're here for. We're here to connect. We're here to build together. You want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together.
I'm kind of curious. I don't want to, if it's too personal for you, you don't have to get into it. Why do you feel as though that you were attracting that negative energy? Because I know you just said that just a certain way that you were becoming, and it's sort of just your personal life was pouring into your hip hop, because you really live what you are. That's the thing I respect about your music. You rap what you have lived, and you've even spoken about it. You don't want to be called to clarify it in the rap category, because not every rapper raps the life that they live. So talk to me about this negative, why you felt as though this negative energy was really coming to you, because to me, you seem like a positive person, as you always lead with love. So tell me about this negative energy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that, but first, the reason why I don't want to be classified as a rapper is because I create. I can create anything, and that's art.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be called an artist.
Mm.
You know, I know it's called the rap industry. And there's a lot of things inside the industry. So I ain't really thinking about that. I'm an artist. I can do anything. Honestly, I feel like when it comes to getting on the microphone, I'm gonna test all kind of boundaries. I'm in there doing all this. I don't know if you ever seen one of my in studio tests. I'm looking crazy, you know. But I feel like I'm an artist. I can create, you know. That's why I don't want to be labeled as a rapper, you know. But now, as you were saying about what I felt like I was attracting, because I was protecting people around me, anybody that wasn't in my circle was getting met with the wrong kind of energy. Because I don't even know why you looking. You could be looking like, man, them boys got, you know, them boys got loyalty amongst them. You could be looking like, man, them boys came out real fly. You could be looking like, I need people like that. I need a team like what they got. But I'm like, what you looking at? You know what I mean? And then right there, I'm putting out bad energy. Not, oh, how you doing? You know, which I do today. You know what I mean? What's going on, bro? Hey, big love, bro. That's how I approach things now. You know, and I also, I guess I'm gonna be honest with you. That mindset came from so much loss.
Mm.
When you lose so much, it's like, when I say loss, I don't mean like goals and whatnot. I mean like losing people. That mindset came from loss. So it's like you do any and everything to protect and hold on to what you got, you know? But then I had to realize, I'm like, it's so much more positive energy out there. I gotta focus on it. My team can be much bigger. The love that I receive can be much bigger. The love that I can give can be much bigger. You know, which is why I said that wasn't me. I'm full of love, and I just had to forgive life, I guess you could say. Take those walls down, be vulnerable, you know. But I will say, if my vulnerability is taken advantage of, I'm gonna do everything I can to walk away, but I will do it, you know. I'm gonna, yeah, that's honesty. So that's where that comes from.
Okay. No, I appreciate you for breaking that down and going in depth in that, because it's important with not just you, but a lot of artists in the industry and anyone who's successful. Because rest in peace to Chinks. I just was tuned into his project that released a couple days ago, Cocaine Riot 7, and he had a song on there called Don't Take It Personal, which he basically must have prophesized that he saw what was going to happen to him eventually from the people around him. But my question to you is, why do you think the people around you take it so personal when you're successful?
That determines on the person. You know, some people, I would say this. Some people look at me and they inspired. I don't know who, I don't know what, but some people look at what I'm doing, they get inspired by it. Some people look at what I'm doing and they happy for me, but they're not happy with themselves and their own work ethic. So I won't sit and say that everybody hates what I'm doing. I refuse to say that, because that's not true. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people love what I'm doing, you know, and I appreciate the love. I wish I could make more phone calls to these people. I wish I had the time to go sit and, you know what I mean, chop it up more. But I've had, at this point right here, where I'm at now, and even, you know, before this, bro, I barely got time to, you I barely got time to go to the bathroom, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You know, I really get to sit and think for myself. Because at the same time, yeah, I got a lot of responsibilities in music, but I got a lot of responsibilities in life. So off the record, who is T-Moe? Off the record, who is T-Moe44? And I work hard to keep a strong, upstanding name. I'm stand-up guy. But you know, that comes with work and reality. Not only what I'm saying on the record, I gotta be out here doing that, you know?
You're doing it, man. You're staying true to yourself, even through your music. We can hear it. But T-Moe, behind the scenes, coach gave you that name, your football career. I heard about it. Unfortunately, the neck injury got you there, but you were looking to go pro.
I was. So, you know, and I'll say something that helped me, you know, I was pride myself on staying independent for a long time. And then recently I was like, you know what? I think when the right contract comes, every door that presents itself ain't meant to be open. But when the right contract comes for me, I'm gonna take it because my whole view and concept of record deals has changed because of what you just said. I started thinking, I'm like, man, it ain't nothing but a rookie contract. I gotta outperform. And then I'm the big bucks. That's what I'm trying to be MVP. And not of the rap game. That's not what I'm talking about. Of my capabilities. I'm trying to be MVP. Anything they place on me, this is where they set the bar. I want to be up here. Constantly.
Leveling up and challenging yourself at the end of the day too. Never getting comfortable. That's an important thing.
It is.
Oh, if you had to do it all over again, would you even, because you didn't even know how creative were until you started expressing yourself, but would you have even gotten into sports if you were able to learn your creativity early on?
Anything you take out of my past changes completely who I am.
Mm,
Any piece of the puzzle, it's not the same puzzle. I could tell you that, but I don't know what I'll be taking away. I don't know what personal experience or what characteristic quality that I gain that I would be taking away by taking any piece, you know?
got to keep the story in line.
Everything that we do is built up. You just lesson, 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 learning, learning, learning. And then one day we become this person that, I would say a person who is striving to be better. One day that person becomes a person who is loved, respected, you know?
44 Empire, you got your own label right there. You got the chain right there representing in a real raw baby t-shirt. This is how you know you're fully independent. You got your own merch. You're moving that way. I could see it right through the screen. You mentioned something earlier and you're big on it. Just because that door opens for you doesn't mean it's the right situation for you. Did you have something come up throughout a couple years ago? Because you recently started really going in within the past couple of years is taking it seriously. But did you have an opportunity come up for you in which a door opened and it wasn't the right situation for you that you could speak on?
Not in depth, but I had a couple opportunities, a couple contracts, that I just didn't agree with, a couple offers that I didn't agree with, only not because people's trying to screw me over or nothing like that, but I just felt like I know what I'm capable of. I know, people use the term addict, right? And it's normally associated with like negative behavior, you know what I mean? Like drug addicts, fucking whatever. Your addiction. Here we go. You're addicted to this, you're addicted to that, you know what I mean? I'm addicted to my goals nonstop. I'm addicted to my goals. I'm addicted to all the right things. I'm addicted to taking care of my family. I'm addicted to putting food on the table. I'm addicted to my hustle. I'm addicted to showing love when love needs to be shown. I'm addicted to helping people. Of course, these things come with pain. Life comes with pain. But what kind of pain you want? You know?
Exactly right. What's the goal? Because you're addicted to your goals. What's the goal that you're close to achieving? Because we're about to approach June this week. So what's the goal that you had on your checklist this year that you're close to achieving?
I got one goal on my checklist every day to be a better man than I was yesterday.
Mm.
Be one step further in the right direction, whatever that direction may be. As long as I'm one step closer, I'm good.
Full studio sessions, time with T-Moe. You could check those all out on YouTube. Have you thought about perhaps contacting some TV network about doing some kind of reality show? Because you got the personality for it.
Well, I would love to do that, but we building the team right now. Once we get everything where we can, because it's a lot coming in at the moment. Yes. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's more than we can handle at the moment. Like everything is kind of flooding in. So once we get this team bigger and where we need it to be, so we can kind of keep conversation everywhere and talk to everybody. We working on it. Don't get me wrong. Um, I would love to do something like that because at the end of the day, I feel like the person who I am, I worked at this. And I'm not peaceful at all times. Nobody is. I worked at this, bro, and I would love to actually be honest with people about what it took for me to overcome a lot of things, bro.
Invest in self.
Yeah. And that's like literally where it all started. I was inside of my crib one day and like you said, when I decided I'm really about to turn up, um, that was my thought. I'm like, man, I'm about to invest in myself. And I went over to Guitar Center, bought the whole setup. We came back and really that's where it all started, bro. Like the seriousness at least.
And it just evolved from there. You pretty much do a lot on your team. I know you can't do it by yourself, but you've even spoken about it that you would like to eventually learn the production side of thing and mixing your own beats. So, have you been able to touch the production board at all since when you last spoke about that?
Honestly, I haven't. Like I tried. Don't get me wrong. Like I got my MPC and all of that,
You
but
got the MPC.
mhm. But I realized I was like, bro, it's really gonna slow me down as far as my production process of like when I say not producing, I mean like a whole track, like a track as a whole. I'm like, bro, I gotta sit in here, make this beat. Then I gotta master this beat. I need this, that, and the other. Then I gotta record. First of all, I gotta get myself create a different type of creative space. Then record on. I'm like, bro, this shit gonna take like 3 days, bro. Because it's all energy, you know what I mean? So it takes different energy to make a beat than it does to make a song. Especially with meaning. You want both of them. You want everything to have meaning. So it take a little second.
Who's one of those artist producers that just amazes you when you listen to the music? When we look at Kanye, Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, when we look at these guys that can produce and get on the track and rhyme, who's someone that you're in awe of when you look at that, as far as the music creativity side?
Honestly, I'm amazed at anybody who can do that. And like I said, and you can tell like a lot of guys who do it. There's some who do that shit like this though.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys who do both, they don't drop albums as frequently as the guys who just do vocals. So that's something that I had to realize, like, which one do I want? I like to speak, bro. But my favorite the one who I respect the most as far as like what they did, I gotta say I respect Russ, bro.
Russ.
Yeah.
He independent grind too.
I must say I respect him, bro. Like, and then he'll get on the interview and be like, bro, don't tell me to be humble. Don't tell me to be humble. Bro, ain't too many, he earned it. It's the difference between being arrogant and earning something.
Playing ball is cliche. You had to learn that.
Oh yeah, you heard that. Yeah, they don't tell you this shit, man. Like I was like, man, in the beginning, I was like, man, I ain't about to rap, man. I'm like, man, everybody doing that shit. That shit cliche. Man, I'm like, man, I started breaking down those statistics. And I'm like, man, like this shit, like 2% of dudes make it to the NFL. You know what I mean? Your body's giving out and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, this shit cliche. But I was like, at the end of the day, it really just boils down to being special. And I think as far as like creativity and and being gifted with words, I feel as if I'm special. Just being honest, you know
No
what I
doubt
mean?
about it. Yeah. And these NFL players, unfortunately, when you look at it, they're not treated well when, especially when they're out of the league. They're not paid what they should be paid. The league should be paying these players way more than they do. They're totally underpaid. But when you come out of the NFL, you have all these issues with CTE going on. So it's a dangerous risk. And I understand that players have to do it because that's how they feed their families. But when you really look at it, it's a dirty game, the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I did get hurt, I was honestly like, first of all, I called my pops. First phone call I made because I was
And
talking.
he told you you can go pro at anything.
He did. That was my first move, bro. And when he said that, it kind of clicked for me. And at the end of the day, I was like, with my whole career, I'm not even gonna say just music because I got a lot of plans. So with my whole career, it kind of brought me satisfaction. I knew regardless of what I do, I'm gonna have to work, you know what I mean, around the clock, you know. But the thing about like sports that I realized, I was like, you don't control anything. You literally control nothing. The only thing you can do is work your ass off. You can't make any decisions. You can't say, I'm gonna go play for this team. You can't say, oh, I want to play next to him, or we would be good together. That's all out of your control. And in a life where we control so little, I realized that with my career, bro, if I want to go make a song with somebody, I'm going to go, you know what I mean? If it's a good move for me personally and my team, we could go do it, no problem. If we fail, it's only our fault. Nobody's pulling these strings. And that, I kind of got some satisfaction in that. I done,
And look how far you've come.
I done seen it, bro. I done been in locker rooms and dude tell me, hey, T-Moe, bro, this shit gotta work, bro. It ain't no plan B, bro. I'm like, fuck. It's a slim chance. I'm not gonna say it's a slim chance, but I know in the back of my mind for everybody, you know what I mean? You can't play ball forever. Why not be an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
You feel me? It's gonna
But,
work like that.
but this goes back to the concept of you saying that they only teach you how to be physical. A lot of these colleges and these the education system, they don't teach you how to succeed. They'll give you the degree, you can earn your degree, but they don't tell you what to do with it.
Yeah. And what you keep saying about they only tell you how to be physical. And I think about what I told you at the beginning of this interview. I was meeting shit like this. They only told me to use these. They only told me to. So that's all I was using all around. And now that I've learned how to use my mind,
To wrap, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
yes, sir. Don't even play.
No. You got that right. As far as the upcoming projects and upcoming ventures, because you said you're in this deeper than rap. So what are some other ventures that you're looking forward to and getting involved in that you can speak on, other business ventures?
Okay. Well, first I want to say there's a lot of reasons why it's deeper than rap, but uh I got a lot of things going on. We just invested in some properties.
Oh yeah, congratulations on real estate.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother. If you got the chance to get your hands on some paper, you know what I mean? Like, make sure you try to put yourself in a position to get some mailbox money.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because everything is all cool, but once you start making it, you got to start making these business moves. You need multiple forms of income. And that's really what we about. You know what I mean? Because I swear, if you put all your eggs in one basket, I'm not saying it can't work because it can. I've seen it work before. But when you do that, like I said, it's a slim chance. and there's a high chance you might go broke. You know, so just diversify your assets. You know,
Don't stay closed-minded or boxed in.
yeah, pretty much, bro.
You got it right there. Real Raw Baby, available on all platforms. Are you currently going on tour for this project? Performances? What do you got on as far as the promotional side of things?
We actually setting that up right now. So we're supposed to do. We're starting off, I guess, with Florida locations, and then we're gonna work our way to expanding throughout the country. You know, hopefully we can get out of the country, but you
If you can get out of the states, where's the first place you would love to perform?
honestly, that's a great question. I haven't really put too much thought into that yet. Yeah, you know, I would love to go across water, but Canada's dope too. You know,
Canada, Drake country. It's pretty much what it is now.
yeah, it is.
But you got your own territory, Palm Beach, Florida. I know it's not a big rap scene, but now that you're really blossoming, has there been some artists up and coming there that are reaching out to you, and maybe you're trying to give some game to?
Um, I'm the type of person, bro. It don't matter what it is in life. If I can help, I'm going to. If I can give any type of advice, I'm gonna give it. You know, so basically yes, but it don't matter what it is, even just life. You know, even just life, bro.
You got your own label, 44 Empire, as I mentioned before. You got some artists signed to this that you want to break out here that is up and coming. It's going to be making noise as well.
So we're working with some people right now, and we just working out, I would say, the logistics of everything. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we don't want it to just be the T-Moe show. You know,
Mhm.
we want, we want, we want to show love to anybody who's willing to put that work in. As we break down these barriers and as we kick down these doors, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing it for if you're not doing it to help other people, bro? Why am I learning all this information not to pass it somewhere? You know? Yeah, if we could, you know, minimize the struggle for anybody coming behind us, that's what we're gonna do.
You be a testament to it, man. Congratulations on everything that you've achieved this far. Upcoming singles. I know we're living this time now where everyone wants their new music right away. What do you have on the way next as far as singles for the summer? What are some things that you can announce?
Um, I will say this: I was planning on dropping some singles, but they keep telling me to slow down.
Slow down. Let them enjoy the new project.
Yeah, that's what they said. So I'm just trying to be respectful to that because, you know, we get caught up in like, you know, thinking that people's attention spans are so short that we don't let, you know, the projects or whatever it is we put into this world, we don't let it spread as long as it needs to. So when they told me that, I was like, I can respect that, you know. But I will say we are coming with Real Raw Baby Deluxe. And
Okay.
we're gonna have some nice features on
Some big ones.
there.
It's got to happen. I hear the talent right through there. As soon as I tuned into the project, I knew right away.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, brother.
You already know me. Fentanyl charges, triple threat. When I heard this, I was like, whoa,
Which one? Which one? Fentanyl or triple?
yeah, a fentanyl one.
Okay, yeah.
That one and both of them. Once I tuned in, because when I tune in today, a lot of the artists they sound the same. It's so there's not that distinct voice anymore. When you tune in, it's like, oh well, this one's gonna sound like Lil Baby. This one's gonna sound like this one. You get the same things. So when I heard you, it was a breath of fresh air. The voice is everything in hip hop. It's everything. That's why the '90s was a special time. Early 2000s was a special time because everyone had their own distinct quality.
Yeah. It's just the originality of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. And you know, I will say this, like I feel like as for a lot of new artists, it's hard to come in the game and just know what you bring into it. You know, so it's like I would say a lot of new artists, they just gotta start somewhere. And I feel like most people, if they stick with it long enough, you kind of do it and then you find like your lane. You know what I mean? It's just not, it's everybody's inspired by somebody.
Exactly.
So, and then once you get to that point, it's like, ah, you there. And now you just mastering your own version of this craft, you know? So I would say it's just sticking with it.
Sticking with it, never give up. That's a big fear. You're throwing away your God given talent.
Yeah. In all aspects though. In all aspects though. That's why I tell you, like with the transformation and all that, I was put here to love, bro. And when I say love, I mean like be kind. I was put here to love. Like love is God's greatest gift. That's what we were put here for. And I'm not gonna waste that, you know, and everything in between, you know.
Exactly right. No, we need more people like you in this industry. Too much hate, too much toxic. You see it all over social media and the internet, and that's why people need to go out and just live by your message, man. Lead with love.
Yeah, I just pray that I don't fall victim to anything like that because people like to see that. They like to see that, you know what I mean? And then, and being in front of cameras all the time and entertainment. And let's just say, sometimes we all take shit personally that we think about it later and we're like, man, no, I made a mistake. I shouldn't even, you know what I mean? And then unfortunately, bro, when you're in front of cameras and people just creating their own narratives with maybe one mistake, it might cause something that can't be unfixed. I mean, can't be fixed or undone, you know? So that's why I say, like it's just the industry is tricky right now because
Yeah.
you don't know who doing this.
No. And today, instead of going out and trying to build yourself in a respectable way, it's so inhumane when you look at just the situations that take place in the society where when your dead body's on the ground, you have crowds of people around it. They don't even try to help someone that's dying. They got the phone cameras out and they're filming you.
Yeah, it's definitely different, bro.
Toxic.
Just as I scroll through my timeline, I'd be like, man, this shit crazy. Nobody ain't calling 911 or
No,
nobody.
get the phones out. Got to get your likes and follows up on your social media.
This shit definitely getting wild, bro. And they say things like, "Oh, I'm supposed to post twice a day on my social media," and then first of all, twice a day across all platforms for the algorithm. I'm like, bro, I respect it. Don't get me wrong. I understand that something needs to be done, but I'm like, bro, I got a real life going on here. Like, do you think I'm gonna ask you this? Like, how in the world would I be? I'm trying to keep my shit PT, but how in the world would I be able to go out and create this kind of content? I mean, this kind of music, if I was literally scrolling down my timeline all day. Like, come on, bro. And I feel like that may be. I would call it a problem, but I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna be like that may be like an issue with a lot of independent artists because you got to wear so many hats, and then they want you to sit on the phone on social media all day. Like, come on. If you got a deal that they got something like that worked out where somebody's handling that, that can be done. But nah, bro, I got real shit going. I got real shit going on, bro. And one thing that I've learned is people are gonna come and tell you this is what you need to be doing. Somebody else is gonna come and tell you this is what you need to be doing, which may be totally different than what they said. This is what you need to be doing from the next person. Only thing you need to be doing is what makes sense. But you got to be a thinker to do that, though. Like and make it work. You got to be a thinker. But if you can do that, bro, if you can execute the way you know things need to be done, you'll be a-okay, bro. And then if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna be let's talk about the flip side. If it doesn't work out, you're gonna be comfortable knowing that you never listen to nobody else. This person ain't the reason why it didn't work for you, or this, you know what I mean? Come on, I gladly, you know, as far as I don't plan on going down, but I would gladly go down swinging. You feel me?
Yeah. That's the way you got to move, especially today's age. Got to move like that. T-Moe, is there anything else you want to let the fans know, audience know that we didn't talk about that you want to reveal here? We covered a lot.
Yeah, you know, that's what happened when you're having a good time. Yeah, but I just want to let everybody know, man. T-MOE44 across all platforms. You can do what you like with that information. Real Raw Baby is out right now. Make sure y'all go tune in. I guarantee you, I'm bringing real vibes and real energy. I guarantee you, you're gonna love it. I guarantee you, you're gonna feel it. And hey, I'm happy to be here right now. Hey, I'm extremely ecstatic about this interview, bro. Like, yeah, this was one.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. T-Moe, salute to you. I appreciate your honesty and you being yourself, because that's how you come across in your interviews and your music. And it's rare to see that today, especially with social media and a lot of the new age artists. A lot of them do it for clout. We see right through it, but salute to you in being real in yourself and finding out your true purpose and who you are, and leading us on this journey that you're on now, man. It's definitely been amazing to witness in the short of just this past week when El Nice told me about you. So I have a lot of respect, man. So shout out to El Nice, though. Shout out to El Nice for connecting
Big
us.
shout out to nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. One of the realest in this industry. Shout out to everyone that shared the interview, reposted it, and man. Until the next time.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a next time.
Yeah. You already know T-Moe44. Go get that Real Raw Baby. Available on all platforms. Mad Max Radio. We're out.
Salute.
Salute.